they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, and if you going in, put your hands in the air.
How you doing? This is Steve Goggins from Goggins Force. Today I want to talk about head position in the squat. There's been a lot of discussion, people disagree or agree, how you should set up with your head in the squat. Whether it be you want to arch your back and hit your head straight up in the air, looking at the ceiling, whether you want to be looking straight down at the ground, or just being neutral. I'm in a sense that you need to be more neutral and keeping the head down slightly. I've been lifting for quite a while, and I've did it both ways. I've had my head up, trying to look up. It just seems like it's a position that kind of makes you want to arch your back a lot and throws you off, when really you just need to keep your head and spine neutral, here. This is all you needed to be. So some, it may have to have your chin down just slightly a little bit just for that, to make that work, which that's okay. That's not a problem. But there's been some discussion with, probably mostly older lifters that don't understand the change, when things change in powerlifting. There's a better way to do stuff. Some people are not as, I don't know what's the better word for it. They don't really understand it, or they don't want to admit that it's a good thing. So that's okay. I'm like this about stuff. There is probably not any wrong ways to do it. There's just better ways to do it. If you find a better way to do something, to lift, to get stronger, to help your form and technique, that is what you need to do. You need to do what works for you. In coaching, most of the lifters that I coach to keep the head neutral, the head slightly down a little bit, and with the emphasis on driving through the bar with the upper back, driving the bar up, pushing, keeping the spine neutral, driving the bar up. And that's just with the bar sitting here, say for instance, and you're trying to push through that spot. You're trying to push through the bar. You're not trying to arch to get away from it to push up. You're trying to drive the bar up. That to me makes the most sense. It provides the most power out of your body. You get the most power from yourself doing that. And there's other lifters describe it different ways, and there's several different ways they describe things, using all kind of wording, but it's pretty simple. You just drive the bar where it sits on your back. Try to drive the bar up at the same time, keeping your head neutral, pushing through, keeping not a rounded back, but a neutral back. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. It's, like I said, it's not a wrong way to do it. It's just a better way. There's been people set big numbers doing arch back and big numbers doing with a neutral spine and the head down. So find out what works for you. But I'm here to tell you that there's different ways to do it, and always keep your eyes and ears open and be willing to try something different and change. All right? Thank you.
DJ Khaled! Hey!